Howdy folks, it's Aidan here from Pure Game Guides. In this video we're going to talk about Astral Alignment Offensive and just run through what you need to do to complete and play this mode. So you can actually start it up by opening up the Dreaming City and going to the area near the Blind Well. There's a whole new little icon on the map that will basically start up a match-made version of Blind Well. That is the start of this new event. The start of it's very simple. All you need to do is just murderize absolutely everything that spawns in, charge up your compass. By doing so, these small little items can drop on the ground, pick them up, it'll speed up the charging thereof, and then interact with a little pedestal just at the front of the well. After that, you'll be zoomed off to the next part of the activity. Just jump down onto the platform ahead of you. If you have some raid banners, you can use them here. Everybody will be able to rally the flag, get their heavy ammo, get their supers, etc. Just go down here and interact with the beacon at the center, and enemies will spawn in all around you. Some of them will be marked, just like the one that you can see there on the screen. If you go and kill those guys, they will drop this little orb of darkness. You will then get a Taken Essence buff, and you will have a limited amount of time to take it to one of those platforms where you will be able to place it and progress the mission. You will need to do this basically over and over again until it is completed. I personally haven't run into any bugs at this portion, but I have had a friend who has noticed that if people die too much while they're carrying the buff, that eventually that buff will stop spawning in. It doesn't appear to be part of the mode, and it does appear to be a bug. Also, from time to time, the physics can just go a little loopy and launch you all the way across the whole area. Don't worry about that when it happens. You'll just be able to respawn just fine. So yeah, just keep collecting the little things and dropping them off at any available platform. The platforms will be marked by little white waypoints leading you straight to them. From time to time, enemies will spawn in the center that you will need to take care of, just like this big guy here. So just run in, take care of him by whatever means you have available to you, and then you'll be able to get back to farming up the darkness energy again. Once you've filled up the bar as far as it needs to go, you're going to get teleported to the next area. Once again, you're going to be able to put down a raid banner if you wish, but this one plays out very much like the Ether Harvest Scorn public event, but it's a little bit easier to kill the ether as it flows through the air. The servitor that you need to protect is going to change each time, so pay very close attention to where the waypoint and the countdown appears. Lots of enemies, including some unstoppables or overloads, can spawn in around this area, and you need to just clear them all out so you've got a good place to set up shop and shoot all the blue ether as it flows through the air. Now, I found for the hand cannons that I was using, 2 shots into the blue ether was enough to pop it. Sometimes it was 1, and it wasn't all that hard to defend it at all. Lots of people seem to be running into issues here where it just will not send out enough ether for you to be able to progress, and the problem seems to be that the session is designed to send out so much ether, and if you miss too much, you're simply not going to be able to progress. And at the moment there is a bug where the game never hits a failed state, so it just leaves you sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out what's going on. If you have just a little bit of the bar finished and just no more ether and no more enemies are spawning, the only fix that I'm aware of is to simply restart the event, as much as that sucks. So that's what you have to do. Just keep an eye on all the ether and make sure you don't miss any, and you'll be able to progress just fine. It's honestly not that hard. You're going to have a full team of people in. Most people are going to be pretty kill hungry, so you just keep a very close eye on the ether and deal with it, and your team will unconsciously thank you for it. The final part of the event involves taking on a very large ogre. So what will happen here is while you're fighting him, from time to time he will grow this shield. You won't be able to hurt him at all. All you need to do is keep an eye out. Somewhere around you nearby a blight is going to spawn in. You just need to destroy the blight. Then a yellow bar enemy will spawn in after it has destroyed. You just need to kill them and a buff will drop. Run over towards the large ogre, the shielded ogre, and shoot them from up close and personal with the buff. It acts almost like a darkness laser or something. It's very difficult to describe, but just run up real close to them and shoot them to break the shield, and you will once again be able to damage them. If you don't get it done in time, don't worry about it. Another taken blight will spawn in and you'll be able to just deal with it that way. Once again, just take out the blight, take out the enemy that spawns in afterwards. A small orb will spawn on the ground. Somebody can pick it up, attain a darkness buff, run over and drop the shields of the main enemy using the buff. Just by shooting at it, that's it. Just run up real close and then shoot it. That's it. So there you go, folks. Hopefully this helps you finish up this event. I'm aware it is a bit buggy and there's not a huge amount that we can do to help you there, unfortunately, other than talk about the bugs that we experienced ourselves, which we did in the video. So hopefully you get some clean runs. Hopefully you found this video helpful and you may consider liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching.